Okay, today is August 25th, 2021. This is the Kubernetes CSI implementation meeting. Let's go straight into our 123 planning since the KEP review is due very soon. Where is... Oh, yes. The PRR review is next Thursday, so 1 week.
I think that's actually just you fill out the form. I read it again, so that's why it says soft freeze, because I was like, they want the owning SIG to give a look good to me before they give look good to me, right? So how can they actually approve it 1 week ahead? That's why I think that's soft freeze. Probably need to like pin them after you have the have everything filled out.
That just means content complete, right?
Yeah. At least you have to pin them so that they know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, either way, we have a total of like 2 weeks.
Definitely it's very short.
So, yeah, regardless, I think we need to get going on a lot of this stuff. So I think first up is recovery from resize failure. I was talking to Hamat this morning. I think he said he's going to try to schedule some time on Friday to talk through the new design. So that is in progress. Next is volume health.
Oh, so I look at it yesterday. I think actually we can't do a beta yet because to support metrics, you have to add some new APIs. For the kubelet has this metrics API, and then that's in the under the staging repo. So it's like I think it's similar to what we did for the CSI driver CSI node in Alpha. Since we have never even added that, I don't think we can go directly to beta. It has to be Alpha again, just to add those metrics APIs.
Okay. I'm not familiar with these metrics APIs.
Yeah, those are actually it's really APIs because it's you actually have to go update those first. I don't think they can it's just go directly to beta.
Okay.
So yeah, it's going to be Alpha and Alpha again.
Okay.
Third Alpha, but for the kubelet side is actually the second Alpha. So I'm thinking that I would focus on the kubelet side first, and because for the controller side, we don't have to really get it done before the coverage deadline because that everything for that part is outside. So I want to get this one done first, then we can go back to that one.
Okay, sounds good. I guess regardless is we still have work to do for 123.
Yes. So yeah, I think for kubelet side, definitely we will start the work and just I just need to update the CAP. So I just started updating the CAP. Basically just say update those APIs and then add those metrics in a place. Well, because we already have a few. I think there are like 3 also metrics already exposed. So we just add this few more parameters there.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right. Next we have data populators.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of eating my lunch. So Patrick has been helping me with the release tools changes necessary for the library to be able to build artifacts and push them. Xing has been helping with the test infra stuff. Xing, actually, I don't remember if that patch merged or if you're still.
No, so it looks like everybody I pinned is on vacation. I just see they have this, the icon of this palm tree in the GitHub. Okay. So I don't know. So Michelle, do you know anybody else who is not on who can help us merge that? I can show you that the particular.
Sure.
Link. I don't know who else.
Yeah, let's follow up offline.
Okay.
Can
Yeah,
help
so
try to find
there's
someone.
the test input change that needs to go in for the data source validator. Once that goes in, then I can test that Prow is doing its thing and the images are getting uploaded to the appropriate places for staging. And then if everything looks good there, I can press the button on an alpha release. The library also needs changes to CSI release tools. And Patrick has been very helpful coming up with some hacks that I didn't even think of to make that work. I don't know when that might actually be done. It sounds like maybe later this week, but if we can get those changes into CSI release tools, then I can add CSI release tools to that repo and do all the same things. And it should be faster because it'll just be a repeat of what I did for the first one. So still not done, but making progress.
Okay. And for 123, are you planning on targeting a beta graduation?
That's, I need to go look at what the KEP said for the graduation criteria and then form an opinion on whether we've met that or not. I personally
Okay.
would like to, but I want to be able to make the case for why.
Mhm.
And I don't have that yet.
All right, sounds good. All right, next up is FS group change policy and FS group for CSI driver. Which one is this?
So I think 1682 is the one for the CSI driver to allow the drivers to opt in to the FS group change. So I have that one. I know I've got to get that ready by the soft deadline next Thursday. So I just started looking through the production readiness review process. So I'm going to be working on that in the next day or two.
Sounds good. And are you also looking at this one, the FS group change policy?
No, not 695. I'm not sure who has that one.
Okay. Let me I'll follow up with him on that one. I'm guessing this is this one. All right. Next is delegate FS group to CSI driver. Do we know who's working on this one?
It has been Hemant so far.
Okay. I'll sync up with Hemant on both of these then. We'll figure out who's owning this. All right. Next is generic ephemeral volumes. I believe Patrick is owning this. Is Patrick here? Nope. Okay. We'll follow up with Patrick. Fine. Next up, we have honor volume deletion policy.
Yeah, that's a Deepak. He started to look at this.
What is it? Honor volume deletion policy?
Oh, this is actually like a bug. So I think depending on whether you try to delete PVC first or delete PV first, the behavior is different, even though it says delete. If you try to delete PV first, even though that's it's going to be blocked, right? Because I think it was finalizers, and then you go back to delete PVC, but then the volume will be left behind because you started with PV. So that's what we're trying to.
So it errs on the side of not deleting when it should, rather than the reverse, because that sounds
right.
less dangerous than erring on the side of deleting when it should.
But we got complaint. Our customers, this is actually a customer bug because they got charged. This is leaking,
I get why we need to fix it. It just
it's not like data loss. This is like they got charged for something they are no longer using. Yeah.
Okay.
And also, I recently have seen if delete PVC, right? PVC got deleted, but PV still left behind.
So that maybe you hit the same thing. If you attempted to try to delete PV first, is this that you set it to delete, right? But it's not deleted. So it's possible that you actually run into the same thing.
I think I only delete PVC. I didn't
Okay,
try to
then
delete.
in that case, it should be deleted. That I don't know.
So
Yeah.
it should be like blocked by finalizer.
But no, if you
So
delete PVC
you're
first,
supposed to, yeah, you're supposed to delete the PVC first. Then the provisioner will go and delete the PV later. So I think, Jing, you might be hitting a different issue. And if like you're able to repro that, we probably need to take a look at the logs and see what's going on.
But what happens if you unbind the PV from the PVC so they're no longer bound, and then you just delete the PVC directly? That
that should be if it's undone.
It depends on how you unbind it.
okay.
Basic unbinding is not really a supported operation today. So if you're actually unbinding it, it really depends on which fields you're changing and how.
Okay.
But the logic is basically, if the PV object has a claim ref to a PVC that no longer exists, then the provisional will start and do whatever the reclaim policy is on the PV object.
Okay, but if it's just a hanging PV with no claims at all, and you delete it, then
Nothing happens.
Well, the object goes away, but the driver never gets invoked to delete anything.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
What determines if the deletion policy should kick in is if the PV object has a claim ref to a PVC and that PVC doesn't exist anymore.
Or you mean it's in the process of deleting? Because I imagine a finalizer will keep it alive until the.
I forget if it's the PVC is in terminating state or if it waits for the PVC object to be completely gone. I forget.
Either way, it seems like a finalizer is the right way to get the right behavior.
So just want to confirm the behavior. If you delete PVC, if it failed to delete the underlying volume, right? So both PVC and PV should not be deleted.
The PVC will be deleted, but the PV object remains.
Oh, then that's the correct behavior. I do see PVC got deleted, but PV, I thought it's.
What is the policy? What is the
delete policy?
Then it should delete the PV as well.
But the delete failed in her case.
Oh.
But it tried and it didn't succeed.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we didn't trying to hold the PVC until PV got deleted.
No, it's the missing PVC object is what triggers the disk to be deleted. And then after the disk is deleted, we delete the PV object.
That is by design, but I just feel for user, right? You might not check PV. You just see, oh, PVC is gone. You thought it's deleted, but actually it's still hold. Like the disk is like the volume is still there.
Will the sidecar retry the deletion in that case? If it fails, will it keep coming back and trying again and again and again?
It's blocked by some other issues, like for example, because it has snapshot or something. But as a user, you don't know, right? You might not notice at all.
Yes.
And just feel.
Yeah, it is. It is unfortunate, but I think it's kind of the way it was designed in the beginning, so it'll be a bit difficult to fix, I think.
Well, I think not quite it was designed this way, but it organically evolved this way based on, the way the PVs and PVCs came about, right? Because dynamic provisioning wasn't even a thing initially, and that kind of got grafted onto an older API, and then CSI dynamic provisioning got grafted onto that. So we have
Yeah.
to live with this history of weird API behavior.
Yeah, I think for the snapshots API, we tried to change that.
Yeah,
Is
it's
Yes,
that
different.
yes.
right?
Yeah, we wait.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. I mean, if, V2.
Yes, yes.
We're going to have V2.
If we could rewrite it all, we'd make it behave better, but we can't.
All right. Let's see. All right, next up is snapshot namespace transfer.
I don't see Mustafa here. So he said he might join tomorrow's meeting to talk about it because I think it's not Masaki, it's Mustafa. Masaki is the one who is working on secret protection.
Oh, okay.
Mustafa, I think so he said he's a little busy recently, but he still want to work on it. So I was thinking it might be better just to do a design. I think it seems to be still some concerns regarding the secret. Masaki was the one who added a lot of comments there actually. So there are still questions regarding what to do with secret transfer. So I'm not sure, we can maybe talk about that if they join tomorrow's meeting.
Okay, sounds good. And it's Musaka, is that right?
Masaki is the one working on the secret protection. I think he wanted to.
Okay, I mean, did I spell his name correctly?
I think it's Mustafa. It's F. I think it's M-U-S-A. F. Yeah, F. Mustafa. I think that that looks right.
Okay, cool. All right, and then we have secret protection.
Yeah, I think I don't see him
Do
here.
we know if the design, how is the design looking on this? Is it making
I think it's
progress?
still same waiting for, because last time we were kind of blocked because Jordan has some concerns. I think it's still there. I think he has been going to some, I don't know if he go to SIG architecture, SIG API meetings, but I'm not sure those are resolved yet. I think those issues are still not resolved.
Okay.
You can check with him tomorrow.
All right. So I think the main thing is we need to sync up with Hamad on who is owning the FS group, these two FS group things, and then I'll sync up with Patrick offline on the ephemeral volumes as well. All right. Okay, so that's
I
120.
did
Oh, go ahead.
update the graceful no shutdown based on what we discussed last time. Basically, narrowed down. Though this is not alpha, so that's why it's not here. But yeah, if you have a time to take a look. So right now, basically, we just look at it's actually a pod status has something says this is no shutdown, and based on that I think the cap is still pretty much similar to what we had before, but I removed reference to Ben's cap, Ben's CSI spec PR, because we have those unresolved issues. The rest of them are very similar to what we had before, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
So
and is are we gonna target alpha for this release?
I think it's not going to. I doubt we can reach consensus. So it's going to be a design. If if you guys can actually review it and then think this is fine to go move forward, then that's already progress. If we can get it merged, right? Because right now I said that I actually updated the milestone to be 1.24 alpha. I think that's what I have there. Yeah, so if you are okay with the design, then we can get that merged. Otherwise, I think there are still some concerns. I think about Masaki has some concerns on, because he wants to be able to handle the the network partition case. But I think that really requires a no shutdown. Now you have to actually go trigger a shutdown. So there was some proposal previously by, I think, about Huami root FS. He has something which is his own repo has something, but you actually have to go add the command, how to shut down. I think it's just too much.
Yeah.
Especially for for the alpha release. I'm hoping to get something working first.
Mhm. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we'll take a look at that.
Michelle, there's a comment in the chat from Chang about delegate FS group to CSI driver.
Oh, okay. So Chang is looking at that. Cool. Awesome. Thank you very much. Right. Okay. So I think that's everything that we're tracking for 123. Let's go back to 122 and see where we are. I think we talked about the populator release that's making progress. I think we just have CSI proxy to promote the image. Jing, have you had a chance to talk to Tim?
No, not yet. I was about to send a message to him. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And then I think we have a host path driver. I think Chang has updated all the sidecars. I guess we have
I
to
submitted
check.
the PR to update that to 4.2.1.
Okay.
Also, I think Patrick made a fix in the release tools just to make sure when you are running the Canara jobs that you use the master version of the snapshot controller. So that one is merged, also merged in the host path branch. So
Okay. Sounds good. I guess the other thing is, so I guess we need to look and see if there's enough changes in the host path driver to do a release of the host path driver. And also I think we need to add the 122 jobs, CI jobs, but we can maybe track that as a separate item. Let me add this as one item.
oh, another thing is when I submitted that PR to update the images, I submitted too early, so it only got the controller image, didn't got the other two. So I missed.
Oh, okay.
That's why the job failed. I think I submitted another one. I think I pinned you on the PR itself.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So yeah, we have, I think, one more item for the general release, which is to add the 122 CI jobs. I think Patrick has posted a bunch of detailed instructions on how to do it on the release page. Is anyone interested in taking this on? I think it's this one here. Or maybe it's this one here. Okay, I'll follow up on this offline. Anything else that we want to discuss today? All right, then we'll end for today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.